Dearborn recently celebrated the launch of a new program called Adopt-A-Watt to help reduce energy costs. Our community is the first city in the nation to move forward with this energy-saving initiative. Through the support of many sponsors, the east parking structure on West Village Drive will be equipped with highly energy-efficient lighting and electric vehicle charging stations.
It was a very significant event for us, and we hope for the whole nation. Today we launched a program that allows cash-strapped public agencies to transition over to cleaner energy, more energy-efficient lights, and also supports electric vehicles and the infrastructure. Most importantly, at no cost to taxpayers. That's very refreshing. Everybody wants to save on operating costs. Everybody wants to get cleaner and greener, but where does the money come from? We have a unique way of providing the funding through our sponsorship program.
Well, here we are at Adopt-A-Watt. We're doing a little recording of why people are participating and what's important. So why Adopt-A-Watt? What makes you attracted to it?
Well, we're all interested in what we can do to help with saving money for the city, certainly, and where we're trying to go in the future with green energy and saving the environment. It's certainly not about my business per se, because I'm an ICU doctor, but for the community and what we can do for our kids in the future.
We also have a fleet of cars because we have 3 college students, so we have a sort of a selfish reason as well, because our fleet of cars requires a lot of gasoline, and so if we can get to something a little cleaner and more energy efficient, that would be great.
Yeah. but we also know how much energy costs and how important it is to figure out how to save it.
That's true.
We really wanted to support the city because I think it's a great idea to have this whole co-opetition thing where we get, I know, like for example, the Toyota and Ford and all of them are in competition with each other for business, but trying to come up with the electric vehicle is going to require them all to work together to get the infrastructure going.
What are you looking forward to, and what are they telling you about alternative fuel?
Well, the thing is, we have 16 different franchises. Each one of them is going to come up with some kind of hybrid. Certainly Toyota kind of leading the way right now, but everybody's catching up. But we're looking at putting a plug-in station here in Dearborn. Hopefully that they're kicking it off. They're just right now in the stage of it. We already have a 6-car plug-in station in our new Chevrolet store, and we'll be putting one here right after the first of the year in our Cadillac store.
How do you view this? I mean, what's your perspective on why we should be going to alternative fuel?
Well, I think that this goes way back when we did build our Cadillac store. For our future generations, we need to be more and more aware of our environment, and something that we've lacked for quite a number of years. So that's why we went and spent a lot of money, because when we did it, I think costs have come down since then, which is a good thing to note. But it's for the future, for our children and their children, and it's very, very important that we pay attention to our environment, because if we don't, nobody's going to.
That's right. Yeah, and you're right. There was a time when we thought, it won't be that bad, putting some sewage into the rivers, putting a little pollution into the air. Well, we learned that wasn't the case, right?
That don't work. The thing of it is that, nobody really knows how big a segment it's going to be, but they definitely know that's going to be a segment.
Yeah.
There's going to be a certain percentage of hybrids out there.
Yeah.
So.
And actually, when we built our one dealership, the first one, we had customers coming from all over, said if you're green, we'll come buy from you and we'll be customers for life. So I think there's more awareness now of what's really important to us and for our future.
You hit a keynote, because I noticed that too, is that we have people who may not be using alternative fuels, but they do want to deal with people who are being green.
Well, and I think they've realized too that you don't have to spend a fortune on it. You can do a lot of small modernization type things in your home that are very cost efficient. So I think everybody can participate, and they're learning that, and I think they're excited about it.
Yeah. Well, again, we're talking about Adopt-A-Watt in Dearborn and the people participating, and we're going to hear from Henry Ford Hospital. You want to say who you are?
Sure. My name is Morris Blake. I'm the director with the emergency room for Henry Ford Medical Center Fairlane, and Henry Ford's very excited to be partnering with the community and the city of Dearborn and the program. We're very committed to the community, and having an energy program like this, I think, is beneficial, and it's the way to go for the future.
It's great. Well, thank you very much, and we appreciate your being part of the program.
Thank you
for
allowing us to be part of the program.
All right, bye. So we're here on Adopt-A-Watt program, and we have Central Michigan University, and let's talk about your role.
Well, my name is Rita Soma from Central Michigan University, and I do the marketing and advertising. But we have 7 off-campus locations right here in Metro Detroit, and we provide main campus programs to off-campus students.
Right. And why are you participating in Adopt-A-Watt? What's attractive to you?
I think anything to help out with the community and just basically the environment.
Right.
So Central is a big part of that, so we'd like to get involved.
Yeah. Because that's quite a growth industry, as we know. The automotive companies and everybody is looking how to save energy and how to create alternative energy, right? And Central is involved with that themselves, right?
Yes, we are, exactly.
Yeah. So very good. So thank you for participating.
Thank
We're glad
you.
to have you. Thanks. Again, our Adopt-A-Watt program has attracted a lot of interest, and one of them is Shihab, who's going to tell us his full name and what his business is and why he's interested in the Adopt-A-Watt program.
My name is Shihab Al-Harazi. We are the Illusion Science and Graphics in Dearborn. I like that program because this is one of the things where they're going to be in the future, and that's why we needed to be one of the sponsors of this event.
I would imagine that in the sign business, people are looking for lower cost ways. I mean, in other words, with signage, you have to have signage so people know where you are and you can get their attention. But obviously, it's got to be something where people also want to try and save money, right?
If you notice right now in this time, all what we do is the kind of signage is still belong to the high advance and also lower cost of the usage of like LED signage, and this also for the power what we use is a very low cost, and that's why we try to do it in the market.
Yeah.
That's correct, that side.
Well, thank you.
You will.
All right, well, here we are again talking about our Adopt-A-Watt program, which is our local Dearborn version of a national program. And you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, we are, Mayor. We appreciate, first of all, Mayor O'Reilly's participation in this and Dave Norwood's foresight in going with a new national program that's designed to, primarily help America reduce its dependence on oil. And we do that through the installation of energy-efficient lights, and that helps to serve as an offset for the recharging of electric vehicles, which the program also helps pay for, along with electric vehicle plug-in stations. So altogether, through a sponsorship arrangement that we use to raise money for this effort, it's all being done at no cost to taxpayers, and it helps the city accomplish its green initiatives.
We have the placards like the one you're holding, and I guess we had some people here today and some weren't. You want to identify maybe some of those that still should be recognized?
Okay. DTE here is, and what's really nice about the program is that through the sponsorships that you saw before and the money that was raised, that allows the city then to qualify for Detroit Edison rebate money for energy efficient lighting, which they fully support. So they are participants in the program and are donating money to this cause also. For businesses and individuals, foundations, nonprofits, etc., to get recognition for supporting a common cause.
So that's great. And again, if you want to you can get more information, you can contact the City Hall or Dave Norwood, and if there's something you might be interested in, get involved. Well, hello and welcome to This Week in Dearborn, the first week in 2012. I'm Mayor Jack O'Reilly, and let's start out in West Dearborn, where I recently attended a ceremony for Dearborn's Adopt-A-Watt program. I had the chance to turn on the switch for a recently installed energy-efficient lighting system that was funded by local sponsors. The electric vehicle charging station was also demonstrated at this event.
My name is Dave Norwood. I'm the Sustainability Coordinator for the City of Dearborn. I'd like to welcome everybody here today. Certainly our sponsors, our friends, our supporters of Dearborn and the media. We're glad that you're here today. This is kind of special because you're going to see actually a project that the mayor promised and we've delivered on it. We made it happen. So a lot of people have made this come together, but we'll talk about them later on. But I'd like to turn it over to the mayor, who's going to do the unveiling, so to speak, for us.
So we're really trying to figure out how we can lessen our carbon footprint and get some good long-term investment that's going to pay back over time. So I'm going to flip the switch here,
Countdown.
and I will see how it's working.
3, 2,
1, go! Again, as I said, we're trying to change out our lighting instruments so that we're using the most cost-effective technology. and transform all of our properties as sustainable as possible. So as we're able to do it within the financial constraints, we continue to want to transform. And Dave, I'll kick it back to you for anything else.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to ask Gail Cover to come up. She's got a few words.
Well, Senator Levin had wanted to be here today. He is a strong supporter of electric vehicles and allowing our communities to continue to evolve their technology to meet the country's changing needs. He's in Washington. He couldn't be here today, but he asked me to read a statement on his behalf. Dear Jack and friends, I am pleased to congratulate you, the Greater Dearborn community, and the National Adopt a Watt program as you throw the switch on the newly installed charging station and energy-efficient lighting. This is very thrilling news, and I regret that I could not join you in person today. Today's ceremony commemorates the city's commitment to promoting sustainability as a means to make Dearborn a more wonderful place to live, work, and play. The technologies that will be used from this day forward are the result of a successful partnership between government, key members of the business community, and alternative energy advocates. I am an enthusiastic supporter of public-private initiatives such as this, and I'm glad to see the results of such cooperation being deployed to make my home state more sustainable. We all play a significant role in reducing our dependence on foreign oil, and making alternative energy a common occurrence in our daily lives is one of the many ways to do it. Again, my heartiest congratulations on a job well done. I look forward to hearing more good news about alternative energy installations in Michigan. Sincerely, Carl Levin. Thank you very much.
So now we're going to go to the part of the presentation that I know Mike LaFontaine is most interested in. We're going to look at the first charging station in this deck. So while we have another deck, there you go. And there we are. It's that simple. There you are. The car is now charging. Well, if you would like to adopt a Watt in one of our city's parking structures, contact Tom Wither by phone at 1-866-643-5724. Mr. Wither is the Adopt a Watt chairman, and so you can contact him again at 1-866-643-5724 or by email at tom@adoptawatt.com. Now again, this is a great program, and it's long term. It'll save us money, and it lets you get a sign that shows that you're a participating community partner in helping reduce our carbon footprint.